Hey, what's going on, guys? Shadows here, and it's 1 month till the release of Judgment in Europe, so the UK, and so I thought today I would release a video of my opinions and thoughts on Judgment, and what my opinions are towards the features that they've changed and the new features that they've put in the video, in the video game. So, Gears of War Judgment, I know I'll probably get a bit of stick of it from this, because I do have a lot of friends who are Gears 2 veterans and love the old ways of Gears and are not liking the new changes. But I think Gears of War Judgment will be a very good game, and I think it will be the best Gears game yet, just because of how polished and clean and how much time and effort they've put into making the game as consistent as they can. And so the main kind of like topics and things people are pissed off and worried about are, it's like the removal of the locust, and because it's now COG v COG. And my opinion on this is, I do remember playing, because I've been playing Gears since 06, and people always preferred playing as the COG. Don't know why, but people went if it was in a 1v1 situation or a 5v5 private match, or even in games, people preferred playing as COG because they felt like everything worked as the COG. They were a bit faster, they could sponge more sometimes, and the hitboxes were perfect. And this is actually, I think the removal of Locust is a good idea, because what they had to do with the Locust, if you look at RAM in the campaign and the Cantuses and the actual the whole Locust army, like the Grenadiers and drones, they're actually a bit more bigger than the COG characters. And what they had to do is they had to resize all the Locust characters right down to the size of the COG, just to fit them into multiplayer. And doing this made the characters' hitboxes for the Locust so inconsistent. Like the Savage Cantuses are proper sponged, the Cantuses are sponged, and it made the hitboxes for the Locust terrible. And I do prefer playing as Anthony Carmine, and I wouldn't mind playing every game of Judgment as Anthony Carmine, because I just felt much better and I felt more in power when I'm playing the game as Carmine than I do as the Locust. The only Locust character I liked was Thrashable Drone, because he is so similar to the COG. And so I'm fine, and I approve of like the removal of Locust, and I'm looking forward to playing as COG v COG. And we can see as Red v Blue, which is kind of like a Halo thing, but we've seen from the gameplay release from the Guts of Multiplayer Judgment trailer that you can tell who's blue and you can tell who's red, because your teammates have the gamer tag names above their heads, and so you can just, as soon as you run into an enemy, you can tell if they're red or blue. The next thing I'm going to talk about is no down but outs. I know down but out was a massive thing in Gears, and it definitely made Gears different to all the other shooters and all the other games out there, but I can see why they removed it. And so the first kind of like thing is teabagging. Teabagging was made into a massive thing from like Gears 2 to Gears 3, and because of how you can rip someone's arm off and get 5 man to kick him while they're getting beat with their own arm, and you can just get teabagged all the time like you can on Gears 3. And so there's also kill stealing. Kill stealing was a massive thing in Gears 2. People used to bitch about it all the time, because you never used to get any points if your kill got stolen. But it's, however, in Judgment, they've actually put in brackets when you're shooting a guy and you don't kill him, it comes up with kill stealed, and you get a certain amount of assist points, which should hopefully shut up all the people who moan about kill stealing. Another thing is revives. No one used to go out of their way to revive you on Gears 3. Like, I would get downed when I'm playing with randoms, and people would rather get the kill. The guy who's just downed me, they would rather try kill him first before they would pick me up. Or if I was down at the sniper and the sniper spawned on like Blood Drive, they would rather pick up the sniper and then pick me up. The reviving of your teammates was kind of like the last thing people used to do, and used to piss me off a lot, and so that's why I'm not bothered if they remove down but out. it definitely makes the game a lot faster. It makes the pace of the game a lot more faster, because you were actually, if you think about it, you was actually killing the same guy twice. Like if you have the hammer burst, for instance, you would down a guy with the full clip of hammer burst, you have to reload, and then you shoot him again with the second clip when he's down to get the kill. And so obviously that took a lot of time, but if you just think about it, if you're killing him with like say half the clip of the first clip and then you move on to the next guy, the game pace is going to be a lot quicker. And the next thing they've done is the new loadout system. It used to be on the trilogy, Gears 1 to 3, you had your rifle, your shotgun, your pistol and your smoke grenade. However, it's been changed now, and you have one primary weapon out of all them weapons from Gears 3 with the additional marks, a sniper weapon. So you only get one primary weapon, you get your pistol as your secondary, which you think should be a secondary. A secondary should be a pistol, and you get a choice of grenades, any of the grenades on Gears of War, with the addition of the new ones like the stim grenade and the healing grenade. Or I think they're the same grenades. Well, the grenade that heals you and the grenade that marks out the enemies. And the only grenade you can't spawn with, obviously, is the instant, because they're like a power weapon. And I can see why they've done this as well, because it makes a bit more strategy into the game. It makes it similar to other shooters. So people who are coming off Call of Duty or Judgment kind of get like the same vibe, because they got one like machine gun or shotgun, they think it is, and the pistol. And I think I would prefer it like this, because people could have mods with hammer burst or retro, which I would used to call in a mod in game, because it was so powerful. They could have this such powerful weapon and then have a shotgun lasher as a backup, which was powerful, and also have a pistol which could down people with an active clip. And so you got 3 weapons there that you were able to spawn with, and they would be so powerful. So it would probably be a change and something to get used to, but after playing a few days you'll probably be used to it straight away. The next thing they've done is the change of the controllers, the control system. What they've changed is, if you have your controller, you've got your D-pad to change weapons, LB for your TACCOM, and Y wasn't used in Gears 3. But for Judgment, it's been changed slightly. The D-pad no longer is to change weapons, it's Y, so it's a lot more quicker. LB is to quick throw grenades, and so you don't have to get your grenades out and chuck them, you can just quickly lob them, or you can still aim that like line reticle thing. And the D-pad is now the TACCOM. And they've probably also done this because many people were put off playing and trying to learn Gears of War, because the controls were so different to all the other games, like changing the weapons on the D-pad. The active button is RB, not X like other games, and LB was not to throw grenades, you actually had to get grenades out with the D-pad. And now that the controller system is so similar to like games like Call of Duty, like Y to change weapons and LB to lob grenades, people are going to be able to pick up the control system if they've never played Gears of War, but Judgment's their first try at Gears of War, and they're going to be able to pick up the control system a lot more quicker. And so I've also heard that it makes the game a lot quicker as well, the gameplay of the game. And I heard it's pretty easy to pick up if you've played other games like Call of Duty, which everyone must have done by now. So I don't know, I think that's another thing we're going to have to wait and see what it's like when Judgment comes out. And the next kind of like last thing we're going to be talking about is the game modes have been limited down to 3, like it was back in Gears 1, where in Gears 2 and Gears 3 you had about 7 or 8 game modes. And what this did was it made, because Gears hasn't got a massive population, so the small kind of like population on Gears of War was kind of like really it felt really low and limited, because there was such a small community spread across these 7 game modes. And they haven't included any elimination game types in Judgment. They're all respawning game types. So you got your team deathmatch, you got your free for all, and you got your domination. So domination is basically like the team based game mode, objective game mode. You got your team deathmatch, which is probably like just the team game mode, and obviously you got free for all, which you play by yourself. And having just these free playlists will make both quick match and ranked feel like there's loads of people playing it, because you won't have that much option to play different game modes, and so everyone will be fit into one category. And so hopefully ranked doesn't die off like it did in GOWJ and people went to quick match. But so hopefully, because I know people probably know me as a quick match player, but I used to play ranked back in the day, because I used to love the fact that you had to have 10 people in the game. You got to choose the map in the pre-game lobby, and then you played the game, and then you finished the game, and you've started searching again for probably a different team. But with quick match you can play bots. People used to play for stats against bots, and it just got out of hand. And so my overall opinion, I do think Judgment will be great. However, it has got a lot of changes, but we need to get used to. I think Gears needed a change, and definitely a lot of people will be surprised of how bad crap they thought the game would have been, and when they pick it up they will actually realise that these changes will be for the better. But obviously you've got your Gears 1, Gears 2 veterans who will never be able to get used to the changes and won't be able to adapt, and will hate Judgment as much as they did Gears 3. And so this is kind of like my opinion on Judgment. And I've also got like big videos coming for you guys. I'm doing a ultimate review for the 4 main sections of Judgment. So you've got your campaign, your overall survival in one video, and a 2-parter for versus multiplayer. And basically I'm just going to talk about as much as I can and know about everything to do in them 4 videos. And I won't be spoiling the campaign, because I've watched a few campaign videos that were leaked recently, and obviously I'm not going to spoil anything. I'm just talking about the new features in campaign and that. And if you guys are wondering where my all characters video, which I released I believe yesterday or the day before, that got removed because Microsoft and Epic started to filter YouTube and remove all Judgment gameplay. But because my video wasn't actual gameplay, it was just screenshot images, they gave me a message and a heads up and saying, we won't give you any copyright strikes or any violation or anything against your channel if you remove it now when we've requested it. If not, we're going to take it down in the next 24 hours and give you a strike. So I had to remove it straight away, and now I know you can't use screenshots, images from in-game leaked in-game videos either. So I won't be able to use any sources like screenshots in my videos anymore, but I'll still be able to talk about what I know, and hopefully you guys, I will keep you informed until the release of Judgment in a month's time. So this was my Gears of War Judgment opinion video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Please subscribe and leave a like for my effort and that I'm putting in for videos for you guys. I've also got a clutch video I'm uploading, as much as my Gears of War 3 like all my Gears of War 3 videos that I've got on my computer, my hard drive at the moment to make space for Judgment. So I've got a lot of clutch videos, episodes coming. I'm hopefully getting one episode edited. I'm not really a montage or clip guy, but I'm hopefully getting a episode edited. And thanks for watching, guys.
Holy shit, if Shadows has 93. Yeah.